Hey everybody, DBSTCG Central here. Welcome to another pack opening video. So for this video, guys, if you saw the thumbnail, you saw that I'm doing a starter deck that just came out with the new Power Absorbed series. And I was kind of pumped about this one. There's a few cards I need out of it. I wanted to check out how they do it with how they sell the starter decks with Z battle cards. And I got this on purpose because a few of the Z battle cards are really important, and a few of the cards in the deck are good for Universe 7. So we'll check out the leader. We'll check out what else is in the deck, and we'll see exactly what it contains. But also we'll see if it's worth buying. I think it's going for like $19.99 MSRP, which isn't that bad. I know everything's going up, but they give you a whole nother Z deck. I know like the old starter decks, they used to be like anywhere between 12 and 15. This is upped a little bit because they give you a few extra cards in the form of Z battle cards. So we'll check it out. Before we get started, if you guys are digging the channel and you're liking the content, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. And I do have other social media sites. I am pretty big on Facebook, Instagram, and also I have an eBay. So if you guys are looking to buy any of the cards that you guys see on here, I'm going to leave links to everything in the description below. eBay, if you guys want to message me and stuff, you're looking for specific things, I could also help you out there. I do have stuff that you won't see on the channel, and I do not have posted. So just ask, and then I could probably hunt down something for you guys. As you can see, I have tons of cards. These are just the secret rares, but I also have pretty much every card in the set, and I have extras, and I do a lot of selling and buying and trading. So, all right. So now that that's out of the way, let's get started. I'm pumped about this one here. We don't need to keep this box or anything. I'm just going to rip it open. See if I can find it from the right side. Get this thing out of here. Oh, yeah. Yep, get out of here. Oh, I see how they're doing it. Okay, so it always comes in this plastic thing, but I guess, yeah, so it comes with a set of rules, and they usually always come with a like a paper playmat, and it kind of like gives you the general gist of where to put your cards and stuff because it's a starter deck, so they want to teach people how to play. So generally those are always in every starter deck, but this one now, here's the brick that comes in. They always used to come in a brick, but now we got Z battle cards, and they look like they're just taped onto the back here. Oh, I don't want to ruin anything. And kind of securely fastened over here. So these are going to be the Z battle cards, a whole separate pack, which is awesome. And they are starter deck exclusives, most of them. I'm going to check it out and see. I think they all are, but I'm just going to double check. And then also, they give you the brick. If you look at the back of the box too, they'll always give you like a rundown here. So the ST means starter decks, and then you have some from old sets just to fill out the deck and make it run and function properly. They have commons, uncommons, commons, and they give you 2 SRs that they reprinted. So that's pretty interesting. We'll check that out and see exactly what they are. And they give you a rare. So they give you a Sen Mobile Supremacy. A Shen, I mean, sorry. And that used to be, they give you 4 of them and they're rares. That actually used to be a $10 common. So, I mean, $10 rare. So that's crazy that they just give it to you. They're probably trying to hike down the price. That's why they did it. But it is kind of necessary for some of the new battle cards. So it's kind of like you can play it out of the box and maybe compete in a tournament with it. But usually you want to buy 2 of these. And then that way you can slap them together and make actually something that's consistent and stuff like that. All right. But honestly, I mean, most of the time these decks really aren't too powerful. You just want to buy them for like the cards in them and then kind of build your own deck. Like the leader's usually good depending on the deck. And then like these are going to be important staples for certain decks and stuff like that. So let's start with the main deck. Then we'll go to the Z battle cards. Let's actually check out the playmat. Oh, so I think it's the old one. This is like the first original playmat that came out in the first starter decks. So they just reprinted it. But now they have Z deck area and a leader area and a unison area. Before they didn't have that. But this is the same picture. It's just the old school mat that came with the original starter deck. So that's cool. Look at that. The battle area is a lot smaller now. But you can set it up kind of any way you want for the most part. They have Z energy area. They're just kind of try to give you the gist of it. You know, like a real playmat's a lot longer, so you have a lot more space. But that's cool that they reuse the same picture. And then, like I said, they give you a little rule book kind of telling you all the new rules from the new set. And then it gives you a rundown of how to play, a lot of the terms and a lot of the keyword skills and stuff like that. So you can see right here, it says keyword skills, which is usually all the red and the green stuff, blocker, barrier. It kind of gives you a rundown on how everything is. So these are good to have. Like, I'll keep these, and then I sell pre-constructed starter decks on my eBay, which actually are like way better than these that come sleeved up with a deck box. And I'll give people one of these rule books so that they can kind of get the gist of it. And, you know, if you're paying $20 for this, my ones on my eBay are kind of built to be more competitive than these things. So it's pretty good value. But like I said, you want to buy these for the certain cards that come out of them that you can't get anywhere else. They're exclusive to the starter decks. That's why they're called STs. But let me see. All right, so we'll get that out of here. All right, so now we got Son Gohan Command of Universe 7. So it's got a keyword skill here that's Universe of Warriors of Universe 7. So this means all Universe 7 cards in your deck, they don't have a specific cost. So if you can see, I'll bring out a card here, just a random one. So this is not a Universe 7 card, but if it was a Universe 7 card, this yellow that you would need to pay the energy would become non-existent, and it wouldn't matter what color you paid for it. You could use a blue one to pay for this one energy. You don't have to specifically pay a yellow. So that's what Warriors Universe 7 is. Now, when you see other cards like this here, also, this is not a Universe 7, but it has 2 specific blue, and then the rest you can play with any color. So you only need to use 2 blue to be able to use this card if you're going to pay 6 for it. But usually it comes out for a cheaper cost for 1 blue down here. But that's kind of the gist of Warriors of Universe 7. So you can fit in any color Universe 7 card from back in the day, newer cards, and you can put them all into this deck. So this leader is going to be very versatile. When this card attacks, you draw a card. Activate main once per turn. Well, actually, let's open it up and let's read the non-awakened side first. All right, so this is kind of, they have it set up so you open it like a pack of playing cards. All right, so we'll start with the leader. On this side, he's Son Gohan, Warriors of Universe 7. You can't include non-Universe 7 battle cards or multicolor cards in your deck. So you can't use multicolor cards, and you can't use non-Universe 7 battle cards. When this card attacks, you draw a card. When your life is at 4 or less, or there is 4 or more colors among cards in your energy, Z energy, battle area, drop area, and warp, you may draw 1 card, switch 1 of your energy to active mode, and add cards from your life to your hand until you only have 6 left. So that's really good. So alternate awakens are great. So 4 or less, or if you have 4 different colors in all areas. And then once you have that, it's kind of like the Bardock deck, but you need Bardock crews of different names in all the areas. But this one's just different colors. You awaken, and when he awakens, he becomes a 15k. And then he becomes Son Gohan, Commander Universe 7. It also has the trait Warriors Universe 7. When it attacks, draw a card. Activate main once per turn. You could pay a black or a yellow. If you have 3 or more energy, play up to 1 Universe 7 card with original cost of 3 from your hand. So for 1 energy, you could play a 3 cost Universe 7, which is crazy. So I'm going to have to look at the card pool for that, because I'm pretty sure there's tons of cards that can get played that way. And active battle once per turn, you play a red or a blue on this one, and you choose up to 1 Z battle card and play up to 1 Universe 7 Z battle card with Son Gohan Adolescence, without Son Gohan Adolescence, with an energy cost of 2 or less from under it. So that's really cool too. So they're factoring the Z battle cards too, which makes it awesome. So this leader is going to be very versatile. I don't know what's going to happen with it, and it's definitely got some nice foiling, if you guys can see. So we'll see what they put in the deck to kind of get the gist of what they wanted you to do with it. But obviously, there's so many different cards to choose from other sets, older sets, even some of the newer sets. They have a lot of Universe 7 cards. So there's going to be endless options with this. We'll see what this leader can do in the future, but I think it's got a lot of potential. So I'm pretty pumped about it. All right, we'll put that down. What we'll do is we'll put it in our handy dandy holder, if I can get the other card out of it that was here from days ago. And then we'll put it in the back so we know what the leader is, what he does, and it'll be hanging out with us. All right, so first couple of cards in here. These are foiled, and it looks like these are going to be the starter exclusives here. You can tell on the bottom where it has the ST. So you can see the rarity, it says ST. And these ones, oh, look, they give you the Goku from the older set. That's so funny. Okay. Piccolo Piercing Flash. So this one's got double strike. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it under the bottom of its owner's deck. If your leader has Warriors of Universe 7, choose up to one of your Universe 7 Son Gohan Adolescence cards with 20k power or less and switch it to active mode. So you'll be able to attack twice once per turn with a Son Gohan Adolescence. So that's actually cool. They have like some older ones that I know about that are 3 drops and they're green. So I'm pretty sure you can use that first ability to play it for 1. And then when this is out, and this gets played for 1 also because it's a 3-drop Universe 7. So then you could just pay 1 energy. So there's some stuff you could do. You could untap it, attack again, and when it attacks, I think it searches out something. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta double check. I think it searches out a Piccolo, to be completely honest. But that's cool, and they give you 2 of these. This is why I say you want to buy 2 of them because you want a play set of everything. So if you buy 2, your consistency level will be like through the roof. You'll be able to have enough of these. You can tweak it how you want to, but definitely want to buy 2 of these if you want to make it the best you possibly can. If you choose to use these cards and not just the leader. So next one is Krillin, Clever Fighter. Auto, when this card is played, look at the top 5. From the top of your deck, add up to 1 Universe 7 card with energy cost 3 or less among them to your hand and shuffle your deck. Okay. So 3 or less after you look at the top 5. And it's got to be a Universe 7. Limit 1 for 1 energy. Send this card from your drop area to your warp. When an Android 18 perfected teamwork is placed from your Z energy into your drop area, play this card. So this has an option to play it for free if that happens. So that's probably one of the Z battle cards that we get in this other pack that we'll check out afterwards. Let me just keep going with this other starter deck card. So that's the Krillin. And then we have Android 18 Perfect Teamwork. Does it say from under a battle card? Under your drop or Android 18 Perfected Teamwork. Okay, so this is the one that gets placed from your Z energy. Oh, from your Z energy. Okay. So basically, you're going to want to combo with this and put it in your Z energy. And then when you play a Z energy card, a Z battle card, this will go into your drop, and then you'll be able to play that for free. So that's cool. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 5 or less and KO it. That's good. And then active battle, limit 1 for 1 energy if your leader has Warriors or Universe 7, which it does. A Universe 7 card in your combo area, and it's your turn. Draw 1 card, then play this card from your hand. So for 1 energy, you're playing this. So it looks like you're playing a lot of stuff for 1 energy and getting a lot of value out of these cards. And not to mention, for any of the other old Universe 7 leaders that have Warriors of Universe 7, which is pretty much all of them, you can use these cards and all that. So the versatility with all these cards is going to be insane. You can literally make tons of decks. There's an old Gohan leader that's green, that's Warriors Universe 7, that's from like set 2, or it's like a promo from around then. And then there's like all these new red ones that they have. So you're going to have a lot of options with this starter deck. So definitely cool stuff there. All right, and I think this is a brick of a bunch of the old stuff reprinted to help the deck. So this is just a 20k skillless Son Goku, but it does have Universe 7 because you could only play cards with Universe 7 in their character traits, which is down here. So that's cool because you can play one that's 3 or less for your leader, and then suddenly you just got a 20k beat stick on the board, you know? So that's really not bad. This is the old super combo, which is crazy because I was getting low on these and they were getting kind of expensive for being commons. But it is a Universe 7 super combo. And with this one, when you combo with this card, if your leader is Universe 7, you have 5 or less life. You could draw one card and gains 10,000 combo power for the duration of the turn. This one's good because when you're at 5 life, you can use it. And usually super combos, they want you to be at 4 life to use them. So this one was always such a good card for Universe 7. So I'm glad they added this in. There are some better choices now with all the new cards and the more expensive crazy cards. So, you know, it's still a good card, but there's other cards now that you could probably sub in for it. This card was actually really good too. So this card can't be played from any area by card skills except for its own. So you can't play this card unless you use this active main. So for 4 energy, choose one of your battle cards and one of your opponent's battle cards. The chosen cards get minus 25 power for the turn, and then you can play this card from your hand. So you kind of kill one of yours, kill one of theirs, and then you get to play this guy for 4. And then you can choose one Universe 7 card in your hand and place it in its owner's drop area, or in the drop area. Play this card from so you can play it for free. Choose one Universe 7 card in your hand, place it in the drop area, add this card from your drop area to your hand. Oh, okay. So it reoccurs. So if it dies, you could bring it back from your graveyard to play it again. It's a little steep with the 4 cost. That's why it's a common, but still a kind of potent card. They only put 2 in there. It's probably to help with removal and stuff like that. And this will be our searcher. So this is from like the first, I don't even know what it was called. There was like these subsets that were in between the other sets, and they were all themed boosters. So I'm pretty sure it's called a theme booster. But this one was all like Universe, the Tournament of Power. So it was all like Universe 7, Universe 3, and stuff like that. So this one, when you play this card, look at the top 3 cards at the top of your deck. Choose up to one Universe 7 from among them, add at your hand, then shuffle your deck. Very simple. And it's also a Universe 7 card, so it's a good searcher. This is one of the Gohans, and this might have been the one I was talking about, actually. When you play this card, choose up to one blue battle card with energy cost 3 or more in your drop area and add it to your hand. So recursion, you can play this for 1 energy with your leader. It gets played, then you got a 15k for 1 energy, and then you can return a battle card from your drop area to your hand. So that's good. 4 of those, because it's good. And then after that, you have a 3-drop. So this is what I was wondering, because there was, for the longest time, you want to like have your energy be as low as possible when you're playing battle cards, and they kept coming out with these like 3-drop, way too expensive to like be competitive Universe 7 cards. So they're finally, with that leader, you have a way to play them all. So that's really cool. And it's got some graveyard stuff too, because you have a green leader, so you're taking stuff back from your graveyard and you're bursting too. So Krillin Destructo Disc Unleashed. Burst 3, when you play this card, choose up any number of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost that adds up to the total of 4 or less and KO them. So that means if you have like 4 1-drops or 2-drop and then 2 1-drops, you can KO all of those. You just mop up anything up to 4. If there's a 4-drop, you can just kill the 4-drop. You know, if there's a 3-drop and a 1-drop, you can kill any of those. So this is good removal, and especially playing it for 1, this actually makes this card pretty good in this deck. Other than in this deck, it's not good. Here's another 3-drop here. These are all older cards, so it's cool to see that they reprinted them. SS Son Goku, to battle Universe 6. Double strike, so it'll cost 1 energy, and you got a double strike 20k. That's good. This card can attack battle cards without barrier in active mode. So it could attack anything that's not in rest mode, but if it has barrier, you can't. Just, you know, it's not affected by it. If your opponent has no battle card in play, this card gets plus 5,000 power and critical. So that's crazy. It's a 25k double strike critical for 1 energy. When this card is played using a skill and you draw a card. So that actually makes this really, really strong. It's a double strike, 25k, critical, draw card, attack cards in active mode. That's actually like a really good card. So like I said, it's only good in this deck because it costs 3 energy, but it makes it actually pretty viable. So I respect it. I respect what they're trying to do. They're making it competitive enough where you could actually kind of try to compete with it. Yep. Oh, they didn't give you 4. That's why you need to buy 2. So usually you would run 4 of these. Shocking Death Ball is good because you kind of manipulate your graveyard a little bit. You're bursting a little bit and stuff like that. You'll probably get to 5 cards in your drop area fast. If you don't know what Shocking Death Ball is, it's kind of a staple in green. It was for the longest time. It's a counterplay. If your leader card is green, negate the attack, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 2 or less and KO it. So you get to KO something. But if you have Sparking 5, which means you have 5 cards in your drop area, you get this permanent, which is you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding 1 card from your life to your hand instead of paying its energy cost. So this kind of helps with Self-Awakening also. If they attack with like something with double strike, or they're going for game with something with like triple strike, and you're out of energy and you're all tapped out, you could literally just take 1 life, play this, negate the attack, and then you could also KO something up to 2 or less on the battlefield. So it's really good. Homicidal Clones, also really good. I'm pretty sure these were just reprinted in another starter deck, but they're really good. These are kind of a staple right now, so I think they're a little expensive for being commons. But counterattack, if your leader is mono green, negate the attack, then play 1 meta token. Okay, and this meta token, it gains blocker for the turn. So it's got 0 combo cost. The meta token. It's a 5K. So basically, okay. So I'll read the permanent. When your life is at 5 or less, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by adding 1 card from your life to your hand instead of paying the energy cost. So this is also kind of helps with Self-Awakening, but usually people will run 2, maybe 3 of these, and then 4 of the Death Balls. Once you get down to 5, and like I said, if they're attacking with something big, like a triple strike or something like that, or they have a few attacks coming at you, you could take 1 life, play this for free, negate the attack, and then play a token that is a blocker to block your next attack. So it's good. It's a good card. Most green decks run 2 of them at least, and it's a staple, so it's a good card. At least they're giving you staples. That's important. This is just an extra. This used to be such a good card at the time. You could do a lot of shenanigans with it. It's a Universe 7 card, so that's probably why it's in here. But it's a 1-drop, negate the attack, play this card. It's good because after you play it, you have 5k combo power after to use for it. Or if you have Bond or something like the old decks, it was good to have out because it would add to your creature count. Maybe 4 of those. That's just too much, I think. But like I said, these are the commons and the reprints. You're really paying for these starter deck cards more than anything. Agony of Hell Frieza. So when you play this card, you have to 1 Frieza in your drop area and add it to your hand. So you can get back that red Frieza that I showed you before with this. I don't think this is a good card. They probably put it in here because you can play it for 1 with the leader ability. And that makes it a lot better, but still, that Frieza is not too important. They just want to make it kind of work together well. Like I said, the Frieza is like 4 energy. Oh, I see what they did here. So this is the SR that they reprinted for you. It's a Universe 7 card. There is the Vegeta card that I think is better, but this one is not bad. Only 1 copy of this card can be played in your battle area. And so first, it's Son Goku Strength of Legends. Active main, if you have at least 1 mono red, mono blue, mono green, and mono yellow card in your drop area and have 4 or more energy, play this card from your hand. So you got to wait till you're at 4 energy. That's why I think the Vegeta one is better. But once per turn, if you pay 4 of each color energy, because you have all these different colors that you can put in your energy, it doesn't matter which one you're putting in there because none of these cards, other than the green negates, the Shocking Death Ball, you don't need to care about what color you're putting down your energy. Just any card in your hand, you can just put down there if you need it to be. But you can switch this card to active mode, and then it gains critical, double strike, and dual attack, which is crazy. 35k, double strike, critical, dual attack. The only problem is it doesn't have barrier or it doesn't have deflect. So, I mean, It is a 9-drop, so that definitely helps from it getting removed. Because usually it's 7 or higher is kind of hard to remove from the battle area, or is it 8 and higher? But it's still super strong. I mean, you get this out, and it's like, see you later, dude. You gotta be at 4 energy, and you have to have one of each color in your drop area. Da-da-da-da. Yep. And that's all you need, and then you just play it for the card. So that's really, really good. So they give you 2 of those. I would like probably 3 would be a little more consistent, but like I said, you want to buy 2 of these starter decks. And then this card. This was the rare I was talking about. This thing was literally a $10 rare. So this was important when the new Gogeta came out for the red deck or whatever. So it's when this, so Shin Noble Supremacy. When you play this card, draw 1 card. If you have 3 or less energy, when you play this card, activate this skill. Your opponent can't attack with battle cards with energy cost 7 or more until the start of your next main phase. There's a Gogeta that came out, and it's not affected by any card skills. But this card doesn't affect the card; it affects the player. So it doesn't. So that card's effect that usually the cards won't work on, this card actually works to prevent it from attacking. So this was a really good card for a while. It was one of the only options in certain colors to be able to stop that kind of attack. So it got up to $10 at one point. I couldn't believe it. But it was because it was kind of a hard set to get and stuff like that. But that is the main deck. Not bad. Like I said, you could build something a lot more versatile, I think. I mean, this looks like it only has one thing going on, which is fine. It seems strong and stuff. You might be able to pull some wins with it, but you might need 2 starter decks to slam together to make them consistent. That's the only thing. And this is the main reason that this deck was bought, was the battle cards. I mean, the Z battle cards that come in this. So I'll show you what's going on here. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. All right. So they come with 2 of these guys, these 2 Piccolos, which is Piccolo Master Student Technique. When this card is played, these are all Universe 7 Z battle cards. So when this card is played at the end of the turn, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, and it gets minus 20k power for the turn. If you minus 20k a unison and it goes below their power level, they will lose a marker. So active main, limit 1. If there are 4 or more colors among cards in your Z energy battle area, drop and warp, play up to 1 Universe 7 Sun Gohan Adolescence card with energy cost of 2 or less from under this card, and place this card under the played card. Okay, so basically you swap it around. So not bad, and I'm pretty sure the freeze is the reason I think this deck was bought. So it's a blocker for 1 energy and 1 Z energy. This one actually isn't bad. 2 and 2 isn't bad, but 1 and 1 is great. When a Universe 7 Son Goku card in your battle area is attacked, negate the attack and negate this skill for the game. Really good effect, because there's certain cards that in green that people try to attack into because they have barrier, and this stops it from attacking. So it's really, really good too. Also, there's like not too many really, really good green Z battle cards, and then the green right now is really running that Goku. I forgot the name of it exactly, but it is super strong. So to protect it is awesome. All right, so next one here is Sun Gohan Master Student Technique. So for 1 Z energy, this is actually a really good one too. So for 2 energy and 1 Z energy, it's blocker and it's got Z stack. So Universe 7 battle cards with different character names. When putting this card, when putting this card into play on top of your leader from your Z deck, place up to 2 of the specified cards from your Z deck under this card. So that's what Z stack is, Z stack 2. When this card is played from your Z deck, this card gains barrier. until the end of your opponent's next turn, so it's protected. That's really good. It's a 16k. Active battle, limit 1. If there are 4 or more colors among cards in your energy, Z energy, battle area, drop area, warp, and it's your opponent's turn, play up to 1 Universe 7 Piccolo Z battle card with energy cost 2 from under this card and place this card under the played card. So you're basically swapping these two out, like, so it's a little thing that can happen. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but they give you a whole Z deck. So you got 7 cards, which is all you can have in your Z deck. So that's really cool. And that's it. I mean, I'm more amped up about the leader than anything else and what you can do with all the older cards and some of the newer cards. There's SR, super rare, crazy Universe 7 cards that can get played with that ability. And there's rares and all sorts of new stuff that are kind of a lot stronger than what they're presenting to you in this. But obviously, they're not going to give you the most stacked deck on the planet for $20. You know what I'm saying? But with that leader and having some of the old Universe 7 cards, this has the potential of being some kind of crazy, crazy meta leader. So I'm going to have to do some research and check everything out and see exactly what's going on with it. This is going to take a lot of building, but it is a multicolor deck too, and they tend to be hard to build because there's so many options. So you'll see a lot of people trying a lot of different builds until something tops at a big event, and then you'll kind of know which build's the best because people are just topping with it everywhere. But that's the deck, everybody. This is the leader. I'm DBS TCG Central, and thanks for tuning in. I will have some deck profiles, legitimate ones, not just starter decks ones, and I do have some versus videos coming out, and I have some pack opening videos, so we'll take a look at those when they come. And if you guys want to leave a comment and any suggestions about what I should do for some more content, let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you guys. Thanks.